There's a saying you may have heard. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. It's often attributed to Confucius, though scholars will tell you there's no definitive evidence he ever actually said it. Like so many popular quotes, its true origin may be lost to history, passed from teacher to student, adapted across cultures, and shaped by time. But whether it came from an ancient Chinese philosopher or a far more modern mind, the truth of it remains undeniable. In the horse world, we're constantly learning. From trainers, fellow riders, books, videos, clinics, and of course from the horses themselves. We hear advice all the time. Keep your leg on. Ride from your seat. Soften your hands. Massage can help release tension. But if hearing was all it took, we'd all be Olympic-level riders and master body workers by now. The reality is we hear and we forget. Not out of carelessness, but because hearing alone doesn't create deep understanding. Then there's seeing. We watch a great rider in the arena or observe a physio working with a horse and we think, I get it now. Watching helps. We notice the timing, the subtle cues, the horse's response. It's far more memorable than simply hearing an instruction. Still, it's like watching a cooking show. You might remember the steps, but until you roll up your sleeves and make the meal yourself, you don't know how it feels when the dough is just right or the sauce has thickened enough. And that's where the final part of the saying comes in. I do and I understand. The first time you feel your horse truly soften under your seat after you adjust your breathing, you understand. The first time you reach under his neck and feel tension melt away as you work along a muscle, you understand. The first time you sense the change in his walk after a gentle stretching exercise, you understand. It's not that hearing and seeing aren't valuable, they are. But doing transforms knowledge into skill. It engages not just your mind, but your body, your senses, and your connection with your horse. So much of our relationship with horses is built through shared experiences. Grooming, groundwork, riding, hacking out, standing quietly together. These are the moments that strengthen trust and understanding. The same is true when it comes to supporting your horse's comfort and performance. You can read all the research on muscle health. You can watch all the videos on equine anatomy. But until you run your hands along your horse's back and recognise the difference between tension and relaxation, that knowledge remains at arm's length. And once you've felt the change, you can never unknow it. You'll carry that awareness into every ride, every stretch, every grooming session. For some horses, the leap from watching to doing can feel daunting. You might worry about doing it wrong or whether you have enough knowledge to make a real difference. That's why I created Head to Hoof, an introduction to horse massage, an online evergreen course you can work through at your own pace. It's designed to give you not just information, but the confidence to use it with your own horse. I take you step by step through understanding your horse's muscles and how they work, learning safe, effective techniques you can use straight away, recognising signs of tension and discomfort, building massage into your regular routine to help support performance, recovery and well-being. And because it's online, you can revisit the lessons as often as you like, whether you need a refresher or want to check a particular technique before trying it again. For me, massage is more than a physical treatment. It's a way to connect. When you spend time with your horse in this quiet, focused way, you're telling him, I'm listening. I care about how you feel. Horses may not speak our language, but they communicate constantly through their bodies. A flick of an ear, a shift in weight, a change in breathing. Massage gives you another way to hear what your horse is saying, not just with your eyes and ears, but with your hands. The beauty of learning these skills yourself is that you can make them part of your everyday life with your horse, rather than waiting for the next visit from a professional. It's not about replacing your physio. It's about working alongside them to give your horse the best possible care. This quote, Confucius or not, applies far beyond the yard. Think about any skill you've truly mastered in life, from cooking to parenting to managing a career. You didn't get there by listening alone, or even by watching. You learned by doing. You made mistakes, you adjusted, you improved. And just like with horses, the more you do, the more intuitive it becomes. The actions that once took concentration and effort become second nature. So here's my invitation to you. The next time you hear about something that could benefit you or your horse, don't stop there. Watch, learn, and then go and do. Feel the difference. Let it deepen your understanding. If you've ever wondered whether you could use massage to help your horse feel and perform better, I'd love to guide you through that first doing step. You can start right now with Head to Hoof, an introduction to horse massage. Sign up to my newsletter at www.thehorsephysio.co.uk for the link to get started. Because when it comes to caring for your horse, hearing is a beginning, seeing takes you further, but doing is where the magic happens.